On the iPad, I'll first open the Spark View. There's the icon. Start a new experiment. So up here in the upper left, boop, start a new experiment. It will ask you, do you want to save your data? I don't think we need this. Sensor data. Then you have to pair with your CO2 sensor. You've done that before. Turn the sensor on. And then it will come up on the iPad, and there we go. Choose the table and graph. Alright, so now this is where we need to do something a little different. Today you want to actually collect the numbers that are in this table. Before you just took the graph, and it was a picture of the graph. Now we need you to actually collect these numbers.
Here in your Google Doc, you need to type in yourself the values of CO2 at various times. And you're going to do at least 2 trials, maybe 3.
The default is to collect many, many, many data points. Too many. More than you would want to put in your graph. So, down here in the lower left is where you can change how frequently it takes data points. 1 hertz means 1 data point every second. Can't change this while the run is in progress. So, if you already started to run, press stop. And now we can change the rate at which it collects data. So here there's this little circle, kind of looks like a clock. Here, sampling rate. 1 hertz, I just said, is 1 sample per second. Now it's 1 sample every 2 seconds. I recommend 1 sample every 10 seconds. Say OK down here at the bottom. Now in the corner it says periodic 10 seconds. So now I've got some worms in the tube. I'll hit start. You can see I'm not collecting data at a rapid rate. It's 1 data point every 10 seconds. And that gives me time to read the number, write it down, make sure everybody in my group has the numbers to put in their Google Doc. You could type them in as you go. If you say the numbers out loud, people can type them in. 20 seconds, 126 parts per million. 30 seconds, 134 parts per million. You can use a whiteboard if you like, but you have to be able to collect data points up to 300 seconds. That's 5 minutes. 300 seconds will give you enough data points where you can clearly see a rate, clearly see trends. So take the data every 10 seconds. It's possible you need more than that, so don't take my word and say I have to stop at 300 seconds. If you're looking at your graph on the iPad and you say, oh, interesting things are happening, maybe you should continue.